Hi guys. Oh, hi Beanie. Good morning from me and the crazy girls. Well, more like afternoon as always, but who's judging? Hi baby girl. We've got the zoomies today. We've been running around like all morning, right? Beanie, this feels a little traumatic, girl. You can let go. Can you let go? Thank you. You look so cute perched there. Gloria. You're so pretty. And beautiful Miss Bean. Hi. How lucky am I? Let's go. You guys gonna follow me? Of course Beanie will. I wore this sweater for the majority of the last vlog. It has been washed like at least a couple to a few times. Not that it matters. In all honesty, none of your business. Once I find an item of clothing that is comfy and cozy and especially oversized, I love baggy clothes. It's my favorite thing. I will live in it. I will just live in it. I'll wash it, but then I'll immediately put it back on for another couple days. Anyway, whatever. I'm over explaining, but I did wear this a lot in the last one. I just love it. My sister gave it to me. It was hers. Not gonna lie, I'm having a hard time today. My hip is really bugging me. I have weird. I pulled a muscle in my leg. I think my groin somewhere. I don't know. But it hurts and it flared up really bad last night to the point where I was like almost like, somebody take me to the goddamn hospital please, because when I would move a certain way it literally felt like someone was jabbing a knife into my leg. It really hurt. It really hurt. It hurt real bad. I'm feeling better today. As long as I'm mindful with how I move, it's fine. I know I've been doing a bit too much recently and not compensating with rest and stretching especially. I really need to get better about stretching. I need to incorporate it into my routine more in some capacity in morning, evening. Right now I'm just tidying because I don't know, I just feel really down. The world is so freaking dark and it's snowing, which makes me want to stay home, but I have to go to work. So I'm tidying to just help myself feel better before I go. The world is dark. I feel dark. I don't want to do anything. The world makes me really sad. We need all eyes on Iran. We need all eyes on everyone. We need to see each other. I could cry about it. I really don't want to. It just makes me really sad and I hate talking about it and showing emotion about it online because I don't want to make it about myself because it's not about myself, but it is just extremely upsetting and overwhelming. What's going on? I feel like I talk about it a lot on here, but at the same time, we need to talk about it. We can't stay silent. I feel like Iran, Sudan, Afghanistan, Palestine, it's just the tip of the fucking iceberg. Plus, we've got the stuff going on in the States. We've got the AI shit. Why do we have AI? Why do we need it? Why do we need it? I hate it with a burning passion within me. I will never use it. I will never. Freaking Gloria, how I'm feeling right now, girl. Like, anyways, I'm just filled with a lot of rage today. And whenever I am, it always just makes me overwhelmed, which makes me cry. So, yeah. I'm just like, I'm actually kind of excited to go to work, give myself something to focus on. But my room is, I've already tidied it a little bit. I got all my garbage and stuff out of here because I've been a little rat recently. And I've been like not taking my garbage out of my room and stuff. So I had to do a big, not a big clean, but a gather of things. Now it's just clothes and stuff. So, and then I want to try and do the dishes before I go. I'm also not making myself walk or take the bus. I'm ordering a Lyft. I can't, I'm not pushing it. I need to rest my leg and it's snowing, which means that I'm gonna have to do the weird walk where I'm using a lot more of my muscle than normal, and I don't want to overdo it again. I'm really trying to be mindful, not just aware of what's going on. I don't know what she's on. She keeps running up to my door, jumping and like turning around and then running in the opposite direction. And I'm trying to not only be aware of what's going on outside of me, but also what's going on within me. How am I feeling? How's my body feeling? How am I mentally feeling? That matters too. And this is a reminder for you. How are you feeling? How are you feeling physically? How are you feeling mentally? Let's go through the list, you know, do a little check-in with ourselves, because there is so much going on outside of us that it's so easy to lose sight of what's going on within us at the same time. So gotta keep the balance, right? Anywho, I don't know. Anywho. Gloria. You're okay, girl. What are you on right now? Anyway, I'm actually gonna do a little before shot and then after shot, because I never do that. Of what my room looks like now versus when I'm done it, because my phone's gonna die, so I can't set you up to like watch me do it in speedy fast time, because I think that's funny. But okay, anyways, here's the before. Okay, the before. And over here. Also, my roommate's nephew came over, so I have to tidy this up. So here's the before of this as well. I don't even know if I do that right. I don't know. That hurts my hand. Love y'all. And here is the after. My fan's kind of in the way, but whatever. That's just my work clothes set aside. All organized. Perfect. I do feel a lot better having that done, because I know coming home will feel a lot better, knowing that I don't really have anything to do besides feed myself and whatever the hell I want to do with the rest of my night. So, and then tomorrow I work again, but I think I'm gonna get up early-ish and do laundry beforehand. But I don't know, we shall see, because I don't know. Anywho, I will come back when I have more to say. Good morning, gang. Good morning. Again, it's, as always, the afternoon. I'm not a morning person unless I have to be, so I've just been updating my little poetry book. That's, oh my god, I'm trying so hard not to cringe at myself when I say stuff like that, because I do genuinely love poetry. Like, I love it, but I still cringe at myself all the time. So anywho, I've almost filled this one. I just have like that much left to fill. The rest of it, that's it. Isn't that crazy? That's for all of 2025, I believe. And I think I have a couple 2020, like ones from 2023 and 2024 in here as well, but majority of it is 2025, because I write poetry with my coworker every week, so it accumulates quite quickly. But anywho, I have 2 journals going. This is like I try and write daily in this thing, but I don't always. So I was putting some in here, and then I also want to put it in here. So, but yeah, I worked last night and it was good. It went by fast. Weird thing, for those of you who know me, you know that I find a lot of stuff on the ground, but for those of you who don't know, I find a lot of stuff on the ground and I take pictures of them. One common thing that I find a lot is playing cards. So like random playing cards. I am like waiting till I find like all 52 cards or something like that. But super weird. Last night I found 2 that were ripped in half, like 2 halves of a card, right? One of them was the 6 of clubs and the other one was the 7 of clubs. And the 6 was first and the 7 came after. And that's my birthday. That's my birthday. 6/7, June 7th. Anyways, super weird. And then I go to add it to my camera album. Y'all are gonna think I'm so crazy because this has me like so excited, but I go to put it in my camera roll, and the other card that's in there already is the 5 of clubs. So I have the 5 of clubs, the 6 of clubs, and the 7 of clubs. What? I just think it's so weird. Like, why am I finding these exactly? I don't know, but is it fun? Yes. Do I take it too seriously? Maybe sometimes. I'm just kidding. It brings joy and whimsy to my life and I love it. It helps me stay present rather than being so stuck up here all the time. Anywho, so that's my weird little story for the day. That was super random. Yeah, I find playing cards. I find Pokemon cards quite frequently, although I don't really take pictures of those ones too often. Also, I have found like stickers on the ground, cool rocks, things like that. So, and I don't think I'm like heavily looking at the ground. I try and stay very aware of my surroundings, but I think I look down at the right times and I like find cool things. So, I don't know. A glimpse into the odd things that bring me joy. I have to work again today, but I'm with a coworker that I really like and I'm excited because I can update her on my Tool listening journey. I feel bad, she gave me a list of songs to listen to, like her top songs. I don't know where it is, I lost it. So I listened to the top songs on Spotify and stuff, and I have definitely listened to them before. I feel like my brother has probably listened to them before as well. I love them, obviously. I knew I would. I don't know why I procrastinate things so bad when it comes to like new things, like just trying something. Like, just try it. I put it off until I like have nothing else to do or have no choice. Whenever I do it with everything, I'm such a procrastinator. And to be honest, I gotta find little things to keep my whimsy going a little bit, to keep me from being consumed by what is going on in the world and the injustice and lack of humanity. There's just like so much. I don't, like, fuck, man. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I feel like all I do is talk about it and think about it and post about it, and yes, it's good to speak up and we all need to speak up and like not stay silent about it, but it's not healthy to allow it to consume us at the same time. And I'm not someone that does well with moderation. I get swept up easily in things, so I have to try really hard to stay grounded, you know? Anywho, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is a pretty common thing, but my music taste changes kind of like with the seasons and whatever, especially because my baseline mood changes a lot with the seasons. The more the sun is out, the more hype I typically am, the more upbeat I am. In the spring, summer, I love listening to like music that I can dance to, music that uplifts me, music that has like a good beat to it and whatever. And then in the fall and winter, I kind of transitioned back into my like old rock and like heavier set kind of music. And this time around, I've been listening to, like I said, a lot of Tool. I've been listening to System of a Down again, which I haven't listened to in a really long time outside of like the odd song that's come on for my manager and my brother, because my brother's always really liked them. Queens of the Stone Age I've been listening to again, Limp Bizkit, like, and these were like who I was really into when I was going through a bit of an edgier phase. At the like tail end of high school, I went through not like a phase, but I like really fell in love with that genre of music, and almost like, again, like too much. I need to work on moderation. I would like only listen to like rock music. Essentially, I was like very anti-pop for quite a while until I found the joy of dancing, and then yeah. Anyways, I feel like once I got the stick out of my ass, I started liking all types of music. I still am not a huge fan of country, but hey, I can listen to the odd country song. There are some like nostalgic ones because like my papa, like my grandfather, was very into the southern western life. He wanted to be a cowboy like so bad. He loved Red Dead Redemption and Shrek, which is funny. But yeah, he loved cowboys. He felt like he was a cowboy. But yeah, so there are some nostalgic ones because of him, but for the most part, country is still kind of a no for me. I am super glad that I tidied for myself yesterday before work though, because I definitely appreciated it when I came home, because all I had to do was shower and get into bed. I have nothing else to say, so I'm gonna go until I have more to say. Peace. Good morning for me and the bean. Is it the afternoon? Most likely. The little baby. She's being so cute. When is she not at this point though? I love her. It's snowing again. It was nice out yesterday, so I went out and got all my groceries and stuff. I am hella anxious today. I will not lie. Discovering that I enjoy recording because it brings me back down to earth when I get super anxious. Like I just woke up and my anxiety's already through the roof, so I don't really know. And I don't think I have anything to actively be anxious about. That's one of the things is when I'm like this, I'm like, okay, well, let's try to figure out, like, do I even have a reason? Do I have a reason? Is there a reason? A lot of the time, I wonder if you can hear her. She's like, she's being funny. I have to like figure out if there's a reason. Most of the time there isn't, or the reason that I am anxious is very pointless. Yeah, I'm super anxious, super anxious. So I'm very grateful to have something like this, like an outlet, I guess. Also, I realized last night I went in to like see if more of my videos got copyrighted. Turned out my last video has like 15 views, which is crazy because the last time, I'm laughing at myself while saying that, but I'm grateful because the last time I checked, there's only like 5 views or something like that, and 2 people give me a thumbs up, so thanks guys. I'm getting nervous, it's making me shy, all 15 of you. No, Beanie. No, Beanie. No. We're having a whole ass conversation. Come on. She's so mad. She's like, lay the fuck down. I don't know if I've ever really showed this mug off on camera, but it's my favorite. It's my sunflower mug. Somebody definitely hand painted this. It's absolutely stunning. I have coffee in it right now, so I have to be careful. They even added little like stripies on the handle. Like, look at the detail. And I'll show you the inside. There's a little sunflower on the inside too. It's really pretty. Anyhow, so that's my favorite mug. My lips are really dry. And also my favorite snack. So I apologize if I like stop and I'm just like chewing. Oh, I did color. I finished coloring last night. Beanie's definitely gonna try and hit this, but it's Wheel of Fortune, her paw. See. Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, That's what I do in my free time, if anybody is curious. I'm not talking to y'all or working, I'm coloring. I filmed like a tarot reading yesterday, but it like, I hate when they hit close to home because it feels more like a projection, like I'm projecting, than like an actual collective reading. So I don't love posting videos like that, but it's still sitting in my camera roll, so I might. I don't know. I just like have dread in my tummy, filled with dread. I'm like, what is today gonna bring? I don't want to know. But I know that today's gonna be a fine day because I'm just going to work, which is always the same. And then I get to come home, which I love doing. I'm also very grateful for because I didn't used to always love coming home. And now I've created a home that I love coming home to. So, anywho, I hate anxiety. I'm going to sit and listen to music and drink my coffee. And I'm going to make some, like boil some pasta to go with the sauce that my roommate made 2 days ago. I was gonna say yesterday, but it was not yesterday. Alright, so peace until then. Do you hear her? It's so hard to be sad when you have such an adorable cat laying next to you trying to sleep. Do you hear her talking to me? Me. Really? I need to take my vitamin. I saw it in the corner. I love you. Yeah, I don't know. Friendships are really difficult to maneuver. And I find I'm really good alone until I get like a little frick, I don't want to cry. I get like a little taste of what friendship can feel like, and then I like freak out because a lot of the time it like doesn't work out. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's kind of silly. Because like again, I feel like I'm creating my own problem essentially. I have a hard time feeling like I have any place anywhere, like there's any space for me or like just a spot where I belong, where I can like, where I'm wanted. I don't know. It's so stupid. That's why I like being alone, because I don't feel so like desperate for people's attention. But when I become friends with people and then, you know, like realize they either don't, sometimes I just feel like people like start talking to me out of curiosity, like when curiosity kills a cat, and you know, people have to know if I'm as weird as I seem. That's what it feels like a lot of the time. So I never know if people are like actually wanting to be my friend or like wanting to know if I'm as weird as I seem, you know, which the answer is gonna be yes. Okay, maybe even weirder. But I don't know. I can't help but question a lot. So again, I feel like I create my own issues a lot of the time. I'm just trying to like let it go, let shit go. Like, it's a beautiful day outside, the sun is out. Unfortunately, I have to work, but it's a shorter shift. It's not bad. I also just finished editing my last vlog and I realized that I never showed what I did decoration-wise for the apartment. So I'll insert like a little picture here of how I decorated our like shelf under our TV because that's the only thing I really ended up decorating outside of like some random little like tablecloths like on the table and things like that, like little things here and there. But I'll like insert a picture like here or something. I'm like laughing at myself because I'm watching it and I'm like, I never, like I talked about the tree and then that was like it. So whatever. Alrighty, not gonna lie, I'm feeling really weird today. I'm feeling better than yesterday. Yesterday was like an anxious mess. But today I overslept by like an hour and a half and I needed it, but my head has kind of been hurting ever since I woke up and the anxiety is gone, but I almost feel like I'm on the verge of getting sick. Like my body just feels really tired. Like I could sleep all day if I like really laid down and tried, but I'm not like groggy tired where I like want to sleep all day. I just know that my body could, you know? It's not that like I actively want to, because some days I do like want to sleep all day because I'm like so mentally exhausted, but it's just my body. Like I recorded a tarot reading and my headache went away for that. So I think it does have to do a little bit with what I'm channeling today for the collective. I'm going to record another tarot reading as well because I've been picking up on like another energy, but I just feel off in like other ways today, and it's weird. I am very excited to like go to bed later and like sleep again because I am quite tired. I was going to clean the bathroom. That's not happening. I'll probably do that tomorrow because I'm gonna be home like all day tomorrow. It's the early shift, so I have to be there for like 5:30 a.m. but I'll be home by like 10 a.m. so it's very short. It's kind of like, I always say it's my equivalent to like going to the gym once a week, but I get paid to do it because I'm like doing some heavy lifting and we're like putting things out and whatever, and I'm like squatting because I have to get down and pick a product and like put it away and whatever. So it's like I just call it like my gym shift typically. So I'll be home like all day, so I'll probably do cleaning tomorrow. I'm not pushing myself today, and because I am feeling called to post readings, I'm going to focus on that and feed into that because it's been a minute since I've like even felt really called to. It's been difficult to channel for the collective when I feel like there's a lot that I'm learning and it kind of like undergoing, kind of like under the surface. Just like a lot going on in my brain, like nothing really in my physical life, just a lot going on in my brain. I'm like processing and like thinking about a lot, so I don't really pull cards during that time because it feels like a lot more of like a projection rather than like a channel. I always end up feeling like I'm talking to myself more than anybody else. I feel like it's been a couple days, but I'm gonna go until I have more to say again. I've changed my skincare routine though. I don't know if I've mentioned that. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but sometimes I still go to tuck my hair behind my ear. It's like a habit. So I do this a lot still. Like I'm like tucking. I don't understand. Whatever. I like changed my skincare. I like the face wash specifically that I use, and I changed like the toner. I started using witch hazel again, which is crazy because I didn't realize that's what I used when I was a kid. I got there's like I'm going through a full circle moment right now because the witch hazel that I'm using on my face and stuff now is the same thing that I used, that my mom had me use when I was a kid, and it was like the only kind of form of skincare that I had growing up was this like witch hazel. I think it's called Dickinson's or something, which also makes me laugh. But it's been working great, I think. And I changed my face wash, like I said, and my face cream, including the cream that I use on my eyes as well. So I might record my skincare routine or something tomorrow as well to show you guys the update because it's been working so well for me. It might work for you as well if you found that like you resonated with my like skin type before, with like the under the skin bumps and like the like more kind of like fungal acne, as gross as it sounds. I'm not jinxing it, but my skin looks really good. I'm really happy with how far I've come with it. I will insert a picture actually like here, right here, of what my skin used to look like when I started really focusing on skincare. It was when my hair grew back the first time after shaving it, and I had all this new oil developing. So I'll just insert like a picture or whatever, but so you can kind of see the before and after. But the difference is actually like kind of crazy now that I'm looking at it. And this is also just a reminder that it's important to notice little milestones for yourself, to be proud of yourself. You should be the first to notice and to congratulate and to celebrate yourself. You shouldn't only feel seen by others. You should also, and firstly, feel seen by yourself. So just friendly reminder that you deserve to feel proud of yourself. You don't have to hate on yourself all the time just because like society says that you should. Fuck society. clearly that's not working for any of us. That's all for now. I just want to mention that. But yeah, I might show you guys my updated skincare routine because it's been doing absolute wonders for me. But anyway, I'll see you in a little bit. It'll be like a split second for you, but probably like a day, or hopefully just a day, because I want to record more tomorrow, but we'll see. You can't see her, but you can probably hear her. Bean's on my lap, as always. When is she not? If I'm anywhere in this apartment, chances are Bean is like right beside me. As always, it's been a couple days again. You can see her pushing on my freaking hands. It's been like at least a couple days since I filmed last, but I'm doing laundry today. I feel like I'm always doing laundry and always doing dishes. So those are like the most done tasks, I think. Dishes and laundry. I don't really have anything to say. I'm really tired. I just realized it's been a few days. My dreams were absolutely batshit last night. I mean, when are they not? I feel like my dreams are always crazy, so I tried to not, like, I don't get shocked very easily anymore. There's not a whole lot of, like, shock value behind my dreams because I've, like, seen a lot already in my dreams. But last night, it was storming, and I was in this cottage. I always dream that I'm in cottages with like every person that I know. And this time the cottage was like really tall, like a townhouse kind of, and it was a huge storm coming, which I knew. My sister and I were talking about the extreme storm that the states are supposed to get and that Mexico's supposed to get. So I know that's probably where the storm aspect of the dream was coming from. But in the dream it was storming like crazy, and on one side of the cottage there were these silos, and on the other side there were like these barns, and the silos kept like tipping like this, like the wind was like pushing them over, and they were like shifting. Keyword shifting. Remember in the dream I kept saying like, somebody make them stop shifting, like somebody make them stop shifting. I think that has to do with the fact that like my front teeth shift sometimes, like when I'm eating or like smoking weed. Sometimes if I'm like sucking on something too hard, get your mind out of the gutter, then I have to sometimes like push my teeth forward because I'll like get pulled back a little bit. It's like the slightest little movement, but it causes me anxiety because I will probably have to get my teeth replaced someday, and that's terrifying. But I also, side note, am not that concerned about it because the dentist that I went to, her sister has a similar thing. Like the roots of my front teeth are really short. It's like a whole ass story to explain why, so I'm not going to. They're just short, okay? And this like dentist sister has the same issue, and she's like, as long as you're like gentle with it, like her sister is in her 40s or something and still has her natural teeth, so as long as I'm not a dummy and I'm not like moving them all the time and like being rough with them and whatever, like as long as I'm mindful, I can keep my natural teeth for a long time. So woo. Yeah, so I think that's where the like shifting part of it came in. And also like, if you know me, you know that I am like, I have a bit of OCD, and certain things that trigger it are rocking chairs, things that like hang from the ceiling and can like swings, you know, they do that. Things like that drive me bonkers. I could never have a chandelier in my house. No, it just like, I can't. That's another like, that's a long ass story about how I got here, you know. Anyway, but my brain is a very weird place. Y'all have just seen this, like the surface, okay? Yeah, I dream about storms a lot, and I dream about cottages a lot. And last night I kept having I kept dreaming that I was like trying to get somewhere, like this event of some kind, but because of the snow I kept having to like pull over and switch vehicles like I was in freaking GTA or something like that. It was like the storm part of the dream, like it felt real enough that it scared me, but I'm a very like lucid dreamer. I'm always aware that I'm dreaming, like always. And even in that dream last night, I kept having to be like, this is a dream, right? Like, this is a dream, like having to like remind myself, but like also not for the first time in a long time, I wasn't like completely sure about what the frick was going on. It like genuinely freaked me out, and I kept trying to like wake up, and then after I did wake up, it was like nearly impossible to try and fall back to sleep. I kept just like tossing and turning for the rest of the night, but it's super weird. I do not know. Oh, Nato Bane. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but last week or the week before, my sister and I went out to karaoke with my with like a family friend of ours, and it was really fun. We sang Blackbird by the Beatles, but this is like the sound system wasn't great, so you couldn't really hear us, nor could we really, so it was kind of difficult, but it was still fun nonetheless. And honestly, I feel like embarrassment is an underexplored emotion, like an underexplored feeling. I feel like we need to become more comfortable with the feeling of embarrassment. She's kicked my hand. That hurt. Because I feel like it really stops us from experiencing things sometimes. The fear of embarrassment, when at the end of the day, something is only as embarrassing as you give it the power to be, and or as you make it be. And I also think that like embarrassment like is first of all funny if you allow it to be, and I think it's just like a projection of insecurity and judgment. I don't think anything is truly cringy or embarrassing. I feel like the embarrassment and the cringe lies within us, not within the act that we're doing, if that makes sense. Anywho, so it was fun. I would definitely do it again, like 100% do it again. I keep sending my sister clips of people doing Man or a Muppet. That's our next one because that's her favorite song. I'm literally, one time we're just gonna go out and I'm gonna like sign us up, and she's not even gonna realize until our names are called. So I'm like super excited. I've always wanted to do karaoke, and now that I've done it, I like need to do it more. And the family friend that we went with, she's renovating my dad's house, like our childhood home right now, so that we can either keep it and like rent it out or sell it so that my dad can like move into something smaller. It's a pretty big house, and now that none of us live there besides him and my sister and our family friend, it's just too big. So they're like renovating it, and there's this giant room in the basement that is like a den. But shortly after we moved in, we used it as like a gaming room for maybe like a year or two, and then my brother moved in there, so it became his room, and now they want to make it into like a public, like a group space again, and put a karaoke machine down there. And I'm like, hell yeah, we can practice. So I'm really excited. I got a really cool deck of cards. It is so funny. I was actually like dying of laughter yesterday, or what day was it? Friday, whatever day Friday was, so 2 days ago, I guess, because today is Sunday. I gotta take my vitamin. Sorry, hold on. But I was laughing because I went to Value Village a couple days ago after work, and I can't exactly remember what I was looking for. Bras. I was looking for bras. People were not lying when they say that you go through like a second puberty in your 20s. I've been the same. TMI for some, I guess. If you think it's TMI, just like skip this part, because I'm gonna talk about bras and boobies, okay? But I've been the same bra size pretty much since I got into wire bras. I've been a C or a D, 36 to 38 waistband, like band size, and then the cup size is always a C or a D, depending on if it's a 36 or a 38. If it's a 38, it's a C. If it's a 36, it's a D. Okay? I don't even know what my like what I am around, but I'm a double D now. My bras were actually like making my boobs like hurt, and I was so confused because I didn't realize that like the constant compression could do that if it's like not the right size. Like I didn't realize that your bra size really like mattered that much, because again, my boobs haven't fluctuated. I am happy that I've gained weight, but it really stressed me out. I had to like convince myself that I wasn't dying. No, it was literally just my bra. I was wearing the wrong bra size. So yeah. They're really cute. And this is another part where like divine intervention comes into play for me a lot. Originally, so I work across the street from a Giant Tiger, love Giant Tiger, and they sell Wonder Bra, which is the one brand of bra that I buy consistently. I have 2 bras that are by Wonder Bra that now I have to get rid of. But I went to Giant Tiger because I carry them, and I was trying to see if they had like the same style that I wear, just like size up. They didn't, but it was kind of a blessing because their bras were $18.99. So I was like, okay, well, I don't really want to spend $18.99 on a bra that isn't like exactly what I want, especially if I don't know like what size I am right now. And so I got the ramen that I wanted from there. I get Mama Ramen, and nobody was carrying it for a while, so I ordered it off of Amazon, and now Giant Tiger carries it, so I go there. Anywho. Irrelevant, but I go to Value Village. I get one that's from Livy and Rose. So stunning. It is so stunning. Oh my gosh, I think it's the prettiest bra I have like literally ever owned. And then I got one that's a Wonder Bra, and they're both, I got 2 for cheaper than what one would have been. I'm really excited to have some new bras because I couldn't even like read the tag on the one. I was like trying to see what size it was. No idea. Still don't know. I think it's like a C or a D. I don't know, but the ones that I got are double Ds. I just realized that when I was explaining all of that, I didn't explain the gist of the story, which was that when I was at Value Village looking for bras, I was looking at these like bags of, they'll be like greeting cards, things like that, like office supplies, I guess. And I found a bag with this deck in it, a bag with another Doreen Virtue deck in it, and then I got one baggie that had 2 affirmation card decks in it. This one, I didn't even realize, is also a Doreen Virtue deck, and it makes me laugh because I keep like accidentally buying her stuff. I'm just so drawn to it, and then I get at home, I'm like, oh my god, another Doreen Virtue, look at that. Anywho, I just realized I didn't explain that, so there you go. I catch on eventually. I catch on. Sometimes it just takes me a minute. Alrighty, I don't know how long it's been this time in between recordings. I think it's been like maybe a few days, maybe a week. I do not know. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna say my goodbyes so I can start the next vlog and hopefully get this one uploaded. I just gotta get ready for work, so I'm just gonna do that. I shaved my head last night. As always, thank you so much for spending this time with me and for hanging out with me. Hopefully I bring you some form of comfort or familiarity. I don't know. I love doing this, so I just hope that it's reciprocated to a certain degree. Anyhow, I'm getting awkward, so, and I'm sweating buckets, so I'm gonna go. But I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.